Ah! Everything's okay. It's okay. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Before we get started, there's just something I want to address. You guys know I spend a lot of time on TikTok. It drives me a little up the wall, but it's worth it in the end. Reason I do so is so I can find clips that aren't circulated all over the place that you guys have already seen. I'm sure you'll see some of them in my videos that you guys have already seen, but majority of my videos are either new faces or new clips from a face that you're already familiar with. Now, the reason I bring this up is I put in a lot of legwork to find these clips and to snip them out. Sometimes it's a 10-minute long TikTok that I'll just take a 15, 30-second clip from. I'll find something good within it. It takes a lot of legwork. As I'm saying, the reason I bring this up is you guys will notice, the ones of you that are subscribed to other channels that are similar to mine, I bring a new clip on my channel, and before you know it, a day or two later, it's on other channels. Now that happens, obviously. There's YouTube creators that will snag things from other creators and whatnot, that's fine. But it seems to me like I'm the main shop, is what's becoming very apparent lately, which normally I don't complain, but it is a little frustrating when I'll put up a video and then a day later there's an individual who's got another video out that's got 7 or 8 or 9, sometimes even 10 clips from my video from the day before. Sometimes it's the entire video, but there's one individual who stopped doing that and they just use certain clips. So to those other creators out there, I don't mind being your shop, but just don't make me your one-stop shop. It's a little annoying at this point. I mean, grab a few clips, or at least grab a few clips from a few of my videos and mix them together. Nobody wants to see what I just put together the very next day on somebody else's channel. It's pretty much all I'm doing majority of the work for you, which is kind of not cool. If I were to do all my shopping on other YouTube channels, I'd be able to make 3-4 videos a day. But unfortunately, that's not what I do. So, the other creators can maybe slow it down a little bit. That'd be greatly appreciated. If not, if it's going to keep at this pace, I'm simply just going to put a watermark right in the middle of the video. And boom, problem solved. But I'd prefer not to put a watermark. So besides that, today's video, guys, I'm actually a little bit unprepared, which is unusual for me. I didn't have as much of a chance to look around for videos as much as I normally would today. So we're going to kind of wing this, but I'm sure we'll be okay. Let's get into it.
If you're a Trump supporter and you hear me mocking Trump supporters, please know I am talking directly about you. Directly.
Trump had that Black Lives Matter mural on the road, whatever, that was like near the White House, removed. Really? That was done out of spite and just cruelty. Ugh. Like, seriously. Ugh, I don't even know what to say.
You can call me crazy. You can call me cuckoo. You can call me straight out of the asylum. But guess what? I'm proud to be crazy.
Trump could never be as strong as Zelensky. You know, I served this country for 10.5 years. I would never serve under this man. If you're in the military, get out. If you're MAGA, go. Take your ass on.
All right, TikTok, I'm asking just everybody pass this along. This message for all vets and all active military duty that knows right now that Trump is committing treason against this country. We need to be active. We need to get thousands of people to march to the Pentagon peacefully for this. And we need to demand a meeting with the sergeant major of the Army and the general of the Army. These are the people that have the power to actually have Trump arrested and charged for treason. We know beyond a reasonable doubt what he's doing is treason. Let's try to do this legally and peacefully first. All right, so I'm calling all active people. Let's pass this along. Let's make this happen. Let's move forward with this. We have to unite and do this. This is step one.
Now, you guys, please correct me if I'm incorrect here. But isn't the sergeant major of the army and the general, I think he said, of the army, don't they work for Pete Hegseth? Isn't Pete Hegseth directly their boss in a sense? I know Pete Hegseth is not out there like boots on the ground, but are these guys out there boots on the ground? Are they like chilling in the Pentagon, sitting at a desk? You guys fill me in on this. This guy seems a little bit delusional. I don't even know. Maybe he perhaps may have been dipping into a little bit of Budweiser or whatnot. He seems a little bit slurry in his speech. But how do they know without doubt that Trump has committed treason? What's he done that's so treasonous? Just deporting people, switching up things that these liberals are obviously not used to, exposing fraud that they still don't want to believe is actually there, and has, I don't even need to ask the question. Trump, what can he be arrested for? Can he be arrested? I don't think so. Again, if you want to talk treason, why wasn't Joe Biden arrested? He intentionally welded the doors to the border open and just let people pour on in. Pretty sure that's treasonous. Another brainwashed, deluded liberal.
Trump's presidency is just like climate change. Every day it gets worse, and then Republicans try to deny it.
How did this happen? That this country has a president that is so bad, so devious, such a liar.
Can you guys believe it's been almost 5 years since COVID-19 pandemic started? And everything is way, way worse. Like way worse.
I'm at the Maryland Senate office building right now preparing to give testimony before the Judicial Proceedings Committee regarding Bill SB 0709, otherwise known as the Unmasked Hate Act. This is a mask ban, and I'm extremely disappointed that my home state of Maryland is considering this. So I'm here to give testimony, and I'll be back later with updates.
And if somebody is going to take one for the team and do it, please make sure you get his little friend too. Make it a 2-for-1. Because all truth, no J-Lo, his little friend is just as bad. Probably worse at this point, honestly. So please, if you gonna do it, get them both. We will take care of you. We will make sure you are good. I promise you. And I'm not talking to, if you look like, get to the back. Y'all come to the front. That's who we talk about. If you're going to do it, make it a 2-for-1, please. Thank you. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
All right, so here's another one of those videos that I was talking about with the whole just do it, get it done, whatnot. The reason why I wanted to talk about this one, this little girl kind of got on my nerves a little bit because not only is she calling for somebody to do it, she's trying to get somebody to remove Trump and obviously to remove Musk. I don't know if she's talking about Musk or if she's talking about J.D. Vance, but, talking about the 2-for-1. But then with her little trickery, because the front of her hand is white and the back of her hand is black. If you're black, you step in the back. You don't do it. You white people, you owe us. I don't think so. Little girl, you can go screw yourself. Nobody is going to go take out Trump, at least nobody in their right sane mind. And I would cross my fingers and hope to God that nobody is actually stupid enough to not just listen to a dumb little girl like this, but to listen to anybody and get this thought in your mind. This does not end well, and it does not solve your problem. The movement is much bigger, much, much, much bigger than just one man now. It's a snowball rolling down a hill, and it's turned into a gigantic boulder. The country's changing, whether you like it or not. And as I said, it's my 3rd video in a row now. By the end of the 4 years, you will all see the bigger picture, and you will be happy. You won't admit it, but you'll have a lot more money in your pocket. Your borders will be secure. Your farms will be full. You'll be happy. You just won't admit it.
I guess you win. I guess you win and I lose because I always lose and you win and you're always winning.
The fact that the stock market is crashing really doesn't surprise me. Anyone with half a brain knew he would do that. What surprises me is how many MAGA are still hanging on to the belief that this isn't his doing. You people will be our downfall.
For the Americans still defending Trump, he's not even on your side. He's on the side of Putin.
Just a reminder that the person Trump calls a dictator almost cried on national television while being berated by two soulless narcissists because all he wants to do is save his people from an actual dictator.
Make no mistake, Trump is a traitor. He is a traitor to the Constitution and to the American people. Nobody likes a bully. Nobody. Even the weakest link gets fed up. What has to happen? Another 9/11 or something worse? If we sit here as Americans, there will be war on this ground that we have never imagined. 9/11 will look like playland. The world is watching. The world is pissed. The world is looking at not only that fat motherfucker, but Americans as enemies. We have a responsibility. We need to act while we still have a military that will not turn against us. Wait, and whatever happens, it's on us.
Okay, if somebody can please answer this for me, anybody out there, and I mean this in all seriousness, how is Donald Trump a traitor, and how is he a traitor to the Constitution and the American people? What has he done? What's he done that makes him such a traitor? I would really, really like to know. I'm not going to throw any examples out there when it comes to immigration and what he's doing with tax cuts. I mean, half of these things that people are panicking about when it comes to tax cuts, he's not going to create a bunch of tax cuts for his billionaire buddies. He's not taking away Medicaid. He hasn't taken away nobody's rights. I would really honestly like to know what makes him a traitor and how has he violated the Constitution. I've heard that a few times now. He doesn't respect the Constitution. What's he done? What's he done to violate the Constitution? And then she's bringing up, oh, it's going to take another 9/11. Other countries are starting to hate us and see us as the enemy. Now, that's the good news. I don't know if liberals will get this. A lot of these other foreign countries that you thought were your buddy were not your buddy. Your enemies are starting to show their faces. That's what's going on now. The deep state doesn't just live only in America. The deep state is a worldwide thing. Every government has them. And believe it or not, these little cells of deep state within governments all communicate with each other. I brought up the book yesterday, New World Order. This kind of is relevant to that. I'm not going to get into much details about that over here. But your real enemies are sticking their heads out of the ground now. So I really would not be worried about other countries looking at the states as if they're the enemy now. Now you know who your true enemies are.
Now that the right has shown us who they really are as human beings, I am so happy because I feel like collectively on the left, we have all decided that we are bringing back bullying. And this is so great for me because I'm really good at this. This is something that I thrive in. I come alive, and I've had to suppress this for a very long time. Because, you know, we learn as kids, like, you don't bully. Bullying is bad, and it is bad. But these are unprecedented times.
So real quick here, apparently collectively on the left, they decided that they're going to bring back bullying. And for some reason, this fruitcake here thought that he was the face that should deliver that message to you while he's sipping on his little tea.
Has anyone heard? CEO posters are being plastered everywhere with wanted signs. Yeah. Evidently, it looks like it's going to be open season on CEOs. God bless America.
Just when you think Trump can't be any more embarrassing, he is. It gets worse. It's amazing. I can't believe people actually still admit to voting for him. Wow.
What's with MAGA women being happy about having all their rights taken away? It makes no sense to me. Why are you voting for your oppressors?
This is Mahmoud Khalil. He is a student at Columbia University, or was a student at Columbia University, because he's been detained by ICE, and nobody knows where the fuck he is. Even his lawyer doesn't know where he is right now, and he was detained and has his green card access, I guess, removed? Permanent citizen, green card access removed, because he was a pro-Palestinian protester. That's all the information we have. That's all the information that his lawyer has. That's all the information that his pregnant wife has. It's all the information that Columbia University has put forth. They couldn't even tell us whether or not ICE had a warrant. Those are Columbia's rules, by the way. They need to produce a warrant to kidnap students. Because make no mistake, this is a kidnapping by the U.S. government of a U.S. citizen. He's a green card carrying citizen, has done nothing illegal to lose his green card status, has been kidnapped by our government. Columbia's been trying for months to get this person off campus, but they couldn't legally prior to this administration. But now they see an opportunity to get rid of this man who has done nothing but phenomenal work at this university, a pillar of activism at Columbia. All of you need to go sign this petition to release Mahmoud. It's in the place where you find all of the places to go, places on a profile, because this man needs to be set free. We cannot let this stand, and we also obviously cannot let this set a precedent. Everyone speak his name, Mahmoud Khalil.
Okay, guys, to be honest with you guys, I don't know too much about this situation other than clips that I've seen in the past day regarding this situation. But it's kind of the same usual situation. It's an activist that's on a campus who, yeah, reportedly was harassing Jewish students, but then yet he's telling the cops when they came to arrest him, or ICE when they came to arrest him, that his life is being threatened by Zionists and he was terrified there, yet he's an activist there. This guy stated that it's Columbia University policy that a warrant must be displayed in order to, he wants to call it kidnap, but arrest a student? No, sorry, their policy does not override law. That's absolute BS. And then another thing, this guy's talking about how this guy did phenomenal work at Columbia University, yet Columbia University has been trying to get rid of the guy for a while. The guy just sounds like bad news. Yet we have him and many other liberals displaying and flooding out with their empathy over this situation. These are the same people that back people that can't stand up for a 13-year-old boy who survived brain cancer. But they will be all over TikTok and all over the place bellowing this guy's name that I can't even pronounce. Yes, sure, the guy had a green card, but what the hell do you want a green card in the country for that you're acting as an activist against? If you say that you're a Palestinian activist, sorry, that's your Hamas. You're a Hamas activist. This situation, I really cannot wait till it's over. But I mean, truth is, we all know once Israel and Palestine, once this whole situation's put to rest, they're going to find something else. And as I stated before, I mean, they'll always find something else. They have to get that empathetic garbage fake energy out that they have. And that example that I put to you guys a few videos ago, that if all of a sudden Russia was oppressed, you'd see these guys in a year on campuses with Russia flags. Although that's supposed to be the enemy, right? Again, I don't know too much about this individual that was arrested, but obviously if he was arrested, I think it was Marco Rubio that had his green card canceled. If he was arrested, I'm sure it was warranted. The guy's an activist on a school campus, getting the place riled up. And from what I heard, the Jewish students were being harassed by these activists. So either way, it's not a good situation. It's obviously not as bad as it was months ago with all the tents and everything on the campus. But this again is Antifa-ish, George Soros-ish. You know what I mean? That's what I think of when I hear about these activist guys. So I don't have any sympathy for them whatsoever. As usual, guys, one more clip for you. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new, and I shall see you guys in the next video.
Donald Trump is a goddamn traitor to his own country. He does not represent the American people. He represents the interest of Vladimir Putin. Everything he has done, including releasing the January 6th people that beat the goddamn police officers, aligns with Putin. He does not represent the American people. Where are Democrats and where are Republicans? Put their goddamn partisan hats aside. Republicans and Democrats, those political parties are not in the Constitution. They have to represent us. They have to represent their constituents. Everything Trump has done, starting trade wars with our allies. Who the hell attacks their goddamn ally when Russia is the problem? Not supporting Ukraine, turning off intelligence, denying the military aid, sending people back to Ukraine. Donald Trump is a traitor to this country. He is a traitor to the American people. He will be remembered as such. And all those Democrats and all those Republicans who did nothing are just as guilty as him. We have got to remove them all from power.